biggest thing between both sets is attitude. In the second set, Justine really came out and said, I'm determined to find a way. And remember that point where she got Lindsay deep in the backhand corner and then hit that drop shot? And ever since that point, it's been basically two different players. Justine has found confidence and found a way to win, whereas Lindsay's kind of got that hangdog look right now. She has to pick it up.
One set to the semis. Husband John, brother of Rick Leach, longtime outstanding doubles player.
Football called for the first time in this match on Justine Henin. Again, it's windier there than we know, we understand, so the ball could be drifting on both players.
Double fault is her sixth. Davenport also with a half dozen. Petrova committed 12 double faults and losing to Sharapova earlier today. Equivalent of 3 games, 2 sets. Badly mishit from Davenport's end. And again, the defense of Henin.
Lindsay's the one who had that laser focus in that opening set. All business, and now that's just the kind of look that Justine Henin is wearing. Wow. That's a nice shot. It was going to be the last shot struck in that rally from Davenport, so she made it count. She doesn't want to have to land hard on that injured left leg and then try to push back into the court from that leg.
Badly missing the forehand, and Henin holds to open the third set. A look at the #1 seed Davenport and the draw. Women's singles quarterfinals. Maria Sharapova, the 4th seed, advances this afternoon, meets the winner of this one. You see Schneider, Mauresmo, Hingis, and Kleisters on the bottom half, and Maria Sharapova already thinking about the semis and her possible opponent.
Lindsay's obviously playing great tennis. She's #1 in the world, has a really big game, and I mean, you have to start off really well and put some pressure on her, get into the match. And against Henin, I mean, she's a very tricky player. Hits pretty deep and hard as well. And I mean, both of them are top players. You really need to be ready, and it's the semis, and we all want it.
Guess tricky means more variety.
Yeah, that's what that means. Well, the only 7 weeks of 2005 that Lindsay Davenport was not #1 in the world, Maria Sharapova was.
Some acute angles delivered there in the final reply from Henin.
Sharapova got to 3 major semis last year and 1 quarterfinal. That one at the French, where this woman took the title for the 2nd time. Only 18 years old, but she also wants to prove that she's got more titles in her. It sure looks like she's going to be facing Justine Henin.
You saw Davenport take very careful steps in maneuvering for that last backhand. And her first serve percentage continues to dip down to 53% in the match. And a break point in Ardennes. This is huge. And Ardennes building momentum. And then Ardennes takes a 2-love lead in the final set. Mother Ann squeezing in her emotions. Husband John, who knows who that character is?
King of Belgium.
Yeah, that's right. Royalty does often visit her matches. She received the highest honor in her country, as the king did, along with Kim Clijsters, for them a national honor a couple of years ago. In fact, it's the Great Cross of the Order of the Crown. King Albert II awarded that treasured prize at the Royal Palace in Brussels 2 years ago, saluting their successes. And Davenport talking to herself now. Yeah, stay with it, though, if you're Davenport. And Ardennes will have some tacky games of her own, even with the lead.
Boy, you go from building her up, saying she wins this big royal honor, and then you call her tacky the next point.
I call her tacky. At times she wilts.
I'm just giving you the business. Win or lose, this woman's going to have to stick her foot in a bucket of ice after this match.
Well, in the NFL, you talk to a coach who's lost a key player because of a high ankle sprain. When they say high, they furrow the brow, because that means not a week. That means 3 or 4 weeks. So this is a tough injury. And the fact she's played as well as she has this evening is positive in part for her camp. But she's down a break here in the third set. 30-all. And that second serve, she lines it up and drills the backhand winner for a break point. Right into your living room. Very nice.
Black the service.
Justine saw birds fly by. It's an open roof here at Rod Laver tonight. A flock of seagulls just flew by. Distracted her.
It's a little sparrow. What are you talking about? Rally ends on a soft dropper, and Davenport is back on serve.
The intensity of a champion, the skill of an artist, the competition, the power, the precision. The greatest dramas in tennis unfold. The Australian Open, the French Open, the championships at Wimbledon, the best players, the world's biggest stages. ESPN2, the Grand Slam Network, the Australian Open, now playing.
You see a complex shipping industry. At Franklin Templeton, we saw a chance to invest in a logistics company whose technology streamlined shipping operations. A smart move for our fund shareholders. Perspective like this has made Franklin a leading equity manager. Franklin Templeton Investments. Gain from our perspective. Ask your advisor for a prospectus with investment goals, risks, fees, expenses, and other information to read and consider carefully before investing.
So Davenport rallies to break, and what a point that was on the game point that she exercised that drop shot. Meanwhile, in that mixed doubles out at Margaret Court Arena, in that super tiebreaker, Bhupathi and Hingis advanced to the third round against the number 2 seeds, Bjorkman and Raymond.
Thank you.
Hingis continues to deliver some positive news, doesn't she?
Pretty snappy return to the game. And of course, she plays Kim Clijsters, the 2nd seed, tomorrow. Try to get into the semis.
Well, you haven't broken anyone until you hold your serve in the next game. And Arden going to dig in right here.
And Dick, that's why it's vitally important for Davenport to get a lot of first serves in this final set. These extended rallies will not go her way. She's so aggravated that she's missing on these serves. 43%.
Punched the ball all the way into the first row behind Arden, who punches the winner down the line with that sweet backhand to love 30.
And getting clobbered on second serves.
Too many of them, too. A couple of years ago, the opponent stayed away from that backhand of Arden. Now she's improved the forehand to the point where there really isn't a soft side.
Well, Lindsay's definitely playing into her backhand more, Dick. And frankly, her backhand has always been the flashier shot, but her forehand has been her better stroke for years.
30 all. David DeLucia, the new coach, he made the change a couple of months ago. Cleaner numbers for Anna Arden.
How did she get that back? Such a little roadster. I mean, she could take the curves and get back into the court, force Davenport to play one more shot.
And a point now for the number 1 seed for 2-all in this final set. She's just missing wide in that ad court. That was close, but so many have missed. And now the double fault. 7 apiece.
Just have to assume that part of her serving problems are because of that taped ankle.
She can't push off it fully, can she? She barely got that one into the off the net into the service court.
Yep. That's her lead leg when she serves, Davenport. It's got to be stable. She's got to be able to use it to draw back, load up, and then kick into the court.
And she holds 2-all final set. Getting interesting, Luke.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're talking about that front leg, that left ankle being a problem on that serve. Even on the first and the second, she pivots off of that. You can see her. She steps into it, bends her knees, and then she turns her hips and her body sideways. And you can see it actually pivoting. And when that thing's not stable, she loses her balance and can't get up into that serve.
More of falling into the serve, and we've seen that a few times when she's struck the ball low into the net.
Now she needs a big return game. Look to hit body blows, quick ones.
She is such an outstanding ball striker. Even though it doesn't seem that she takes a big swipe at the ball, it just jumps off her racket. And there was a case in point.
It's timing, too, you know. Davenport doing some scrambling there until she regained the middle of the court. And that's when she made her move with this tremendous backhand. The center has got to hold for Davenport in this final set.
Paints the line. Love 30. Great defense. That was superb on Anna Arden. She was being yo-yoed, dictating the point, Davenport, but Anna Arden's defense pays a 15-30 reward. Close to a triple breaker for Davenport if she had converted that point.
30 all.
Two all, 30 all, final set. Hour and 33 minutes into the match. And Arden out of love 30. Point for 3-2. Davenport did well to get that serve back. And Arden, Mary, more deliberate now after every point. Eight double faults for Arden. Never a good time for one. And here in the final set, takes her away from game point, gives Davenport another chance. And a break point, Davenport. That's a very telling statistic. Davenport just hoping that she continues to miss on her first serves because she's eating up that second serve. Oh my. Wide on that one. She did have some power, 112. And a second serve betrays her again. Davenport in control of the point quickly and has her second break point, and this the longest game of the match, and how dramatically it arrives at 2-all in the final set. Fourth deuce. Big serve up the middle for Henin Arden.
She's stubborn, isn't she? You know, she's not connecting on a lot of these. She's had her share of double faults, and she just insists on trying to do things her way anyway.
And it's part of the growth that we've seen. At one time, somewhat fragile, but not anymore. She's steely tough.
She'll go, if she goes down, it'll be on her terms.
Net court helps her there. Saves 2 break points. They're on serve in the final set here in the Garden City along the Yarra River, downtown Melbourne.
Your local Geeks on Call technician. Just your everyday hero. A member of the team. Removing spyware and viruses at work or at home. Coming to you to fix your computer problems fast. And those glasses? They're pretty cool too. For on-site computer service, make the right call. 1-800-905-GEEK.
Hi folks, Bill Dickinson here with Southwest Kia I-20 at Southampton. And at Southwest Kia, we're proud of our award-winning customer satisfaction. What drives that customer satisfaction is we make buying a car easy and we take care of you after the sale. All of our vehicles, including the Sedona and the all-new Kia Rio, come with a free 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. No payments for 6 months and free gas for an entire year. And remember, the price, if I can't beat a new car Kia deal in Texas, I'm just going to give it to you.
Oh, now.
She's the favorite one, and I'm just the underdog.
Yeah, Martina, obviously she's a great champion, but when you're out there, you just focus about what you have to do.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could still challenge the girls. Right now, I really don't have anything to lose.
And their quarterfinal match tomorrow will be seen live at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Clijsters is the U.S. Open champion. Martina Hingis winning this title 3 consecutive years in the late 90s and a finalist 6 times. And how well she has returned from a 3-year absence. It was a big hold by Henin Arden in that last game. Stay on serve. And
we were just talking, Dick, about how stubborn Henin Arden is. I think Sharapova is the same way when she plays her matches. And the last time they played was at last year's Roland Garros. And it was easy for Henin Arden.
There's an easy forehand stroke for a winner by Davenport, 15-all.
4-2, Justine won, and she just had Sharapova slipping and sliding all over the red clay of Roland Garros. And afterwards, Sharapova was left shaking her head, saying, "I've got to learn how to move on this stuff." But it'll be different if those two play here. Sharapova will have much better traction.
Henin Arden had conceded that forehand, but struck long by Davenport. Again, she misses wide on that serve in the bad court.
If she loses this match, it will be what Davenport talks about. How her serve just wasn't there for her tonight.
Yeah, the French version of "Come on, LA, go." And big-time winner for NR Den, and 2 break points go with it.
Well, shot it right down the alley here for a very clean winner, and now you've got to think that Davenport's movement is very much compromised, and it's even affecting, I think, her serve. And she's just fed up, serving at 44% for this set.
Oh, gets a break there on a second serve. 1 breaker saved. In Ardennes, able to dig out of a couple of break points against in her game. Big point.
Let's see how much she can push off this injured leg. Oh, it turned nicely into that one.
Another break chance. Spot shot. I thought it was on the line. Not overruled. So break point in Ardennes. That's a tough call against Davenport.
Yes.
But Ardennes unable to take advantage. Back to deuce. Forcing Davenport to come forward and couldn't clear the net. 4 break points in this game for Ardennes. She played some good defense, but on the 4th break point, Ardennes converts and leads 4-2 in the final set. Oh, the 23-year-old Belgian. 2 games from meeting Maria Sharapova in the semis. Now Davenport's going to have to pull out a rally. Oh my! A whistling forehand winner.
Again, this looks Federer-like. The ultimate compliment.
I guess it is.
To a tennis player. It's like Raj.
Gonna have to send him to a higher league. Contribution of the 9th double fault.
Well, she'll have to, if she does in fact play Maria Sharapova in the semis, she'll have to go for big second serves as well. Sharapova's return game is daunting. Justine's first serve percentage barely above 50% for the match, and again they come in. This is how it works with Justine. They come in bunches.
Double figures now, 10.
And if there's a game where she's got 2, sometimes I've seen her with 3 double faults in one game, and you fail to convert, fail to break her there, you really walk away shaking your head.
Got a short ball and punished it. But that's the difference. The first serve in, and she gets a better ball to play.
It's a smart serve into the Davenport body as well. Make her move out of her own way.
14-13.
Late call, but no argument from Davenport's end. And
she's had a couple that haven't gone her way tonight.
yeah, Fuzz might have gotten the back edge of the line. 40-30 in Ardennes. Reaction to the ball, kids trying to scamper after the pill.
Justine's been shaking out her arm a little bit in this game, Dick. After her serve 3 points ago. She's still shaking it out a little bit. Racehorse, this one. You know, makes all those moves that like the fine racehorses make, referring to different body parts and feeling everything. And there's another. Yeah, Luke.
Hey, Mary, what's really confusing to me is where's the Davenport from the first set that was ripping volleys out of the air, taking opportunities and attacking the Belgian?
I think she's hurt. I think she's hurt and disappointed and aggravated at this point. She played such a clean opening set.
And another race. In Ardennes, a game away from the semis.
The intensity of a champion, the skill of an artist, the competition, the power, the precision. The greatest dramas in tennis unfold. The Australian Open, the French Open, the championships at Wimbledon. The best players, the world's biggest stages. ESPN2, the Grand Slam Network. The Australian Open now playing.
Mr. Peanut firmly believes in symbolism. The top hat symbolizes fresh taste. The monocle symbolizes fresh taste. The cane symbolizes fresh taste. The gloves symbolize nothing. He just has a thing for gloves. But the shoes symbolize fresh taste. Planters. Famously fresh taste.
Final set 5-2 in Ardennes. Davenport will be on the line. Had her chances on in Ardennes serves. A couple of tough calls on the baseline went against Davenport, but
she didn't even fight him though, did she?
No, she did not. Playing on that injured ankle. Only she will be able to inform us as to how much that's impacted her game. But she's played well enough, but has run into a feisty, tough competitor across the way, and a miss on the backhand. At love 30, she went all out. Davenport would certainly want to hold here and put the pressure on Arden to serve it out. Beautifully struck. Well, she's not had an ace, Lindsay Davenport, in the entire match. She's had considerable number of service winners and a big one there.
It's hard to hit a clean winner off of Anna Arden.
Well, there is their first ace. She throws out her left hand limply as if to say, where's that been?
Yeah.
So now Anna Arden at 5-3 serves for the match. And she in the past has had some nervous games serving for the next round. Let's see how she holds up here. Eye contact with her coach as she went back by the lines people. A couple of return errors from Davenport. Sends Anna Arden 2 points from the match. Number 11. Oh, hits the sideline for match point, a couple of them. What a return. He strikes it long, and Anna Arden is through to the semifinals. 2-6, 6-2, and 6-3.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the semifinals, let's congratulate the world champion Belgian, Justine Henin.
Solid performance after a shaky opening set from Justine Henin. Pulled her game together while Lindsay Davenport playing on that injured ankle. Her level of play dipping in the second and had chances in the third. But she, the number 1 seed, is dismissed. It'll be Justine Henin and Maria Sharapova in one semifinal bracket. And with that loss, Lindsay Davenport also loses her #1 ranking to Kim Clijsters.
It took a set for Justine Henin to get used to the pace of shot of Lindsay Davenport. Davenport able to survive 2 rounds on that bad ankle, but couldn't get by someone tonight of Henin's class. 2-1 head-to-head Henin against Sharapova. Could be a very tough semi, but I like this one in that one.
Former champion gets another chance. She's in the Final Four, defeating the #1 seed Lindsay Davenport tonight.
At VHIX.com, we've taken car shopping to a whole new level with searchable inventories of new and used cars on the lots of dealers near you. You can search by make, by body type, even by how much you'd like to spend. So if you're looking for a new or used car, search for it at dealers near you at VHIX.com. Just click Auto on Comcast.net.
Comcast has your blueprint
for the ultimate home improvement. All your entertainment, internet, and phone needs connected.
With Comcast Digital Cable, high-speed internet, and digital phone.
Digital cable on demand exclusively from Comcast. Amazing clarity with HD TV.
DVR gives you full VCR functions with no VCR.
Home network with high-speed internet. And great savings with digital phone. Make the connection. Turn your house into a Comcast house.
So Justine Henin 6-3 in the final set to advance to the semifinals. The statistics bear out the fact she played a steadier game with 28 winners to 33 on forced errors, only a -5, while Davenport, especially in the second and third sets, the error rate increased 42 in the match to only 19 winners. And look at our Franklin Templeton tournament summary. How about that? The little country of Switzerland with 3 players through to the quarterfinals and the automatic. Roger Federer with Patti Schnyder and Martina Hingis. Those 2 women, a modest surprise. Now Bandian, he's tough. Is he good enough to beat Federer? He's now reached the semifinal in each of the 4 Grand Slam events, and Ivan Lupicic and Marcos Baghdatis in the quarterfinals. First time for both players, and you're going to be able to enjoy that action right here on ESPN.
3 Swiss players still around, but now that Lindsay Davenport has lost for the 3rd time in the last 4 majors, no U.S. women have been in the semis. Didn't happen at last year's French. It didn't happen at last year's U.S. Open, and now too at the 06 Oz Open.
A reminder, join us for more coverage from the 2006 Australian Open later today, 2 o'clock Eastern on ESPN2. You'll get to see that men's quarterfinal, Ivan Lupicic and Marcos Baghdatis, and a lot of noise. This has been